Whatever.
Hi Plummies, how are you? It's Aristo here. So let's talk about Hyun Cha, the new collab figurine on Figure Fantasy. I think one thing that was really cool about this particular figurine is that I believe he's from a Korean manhwa and he actually speaks Korean in game from what I've seen. So I thought it was really cool that they kept to his the true characters. Not that I actually have read this, so I actually don't know exactly what he's all about. But he looks cool. His skin looks pretty cool. But besides that, there seems to be like a division on, whether he's actually worth pulling or not. So I wanted to kind of discuss that with you guys today and kind of go over what my thoughts are. I think Hyun Cha comes at a good time where we had that barrage of Let's Red figurines. And Galatea, is actually one of my favorite brands. It's just that, we've never really had that many figurines in it, that was actually worth looking at. And I know that a lot of Galatea figurines are kind of ignored in a lot of instances, except for maybe Lu because he's just that OP. Hyun Cha is actually the third defender in the Galatea lineup, or as far as usable defenders, Sanada Yukimura being the first one and Ayane Okada being the second one. I'm not gonna repeat what Hyun Cha's skills are because you guys probably already know, but the reason why I kind of like Hyun Cha is because of his healing effect and his boost damage effect for Ignite and Frost damage. Personally, I think the heal works a lot better than the barrier that Ayane has to provide. Just because, a barrier is barrier and HP is HP, and Hyun Cha actually replenishes the HP of the figurines. And the fact that you could actually build up his HP to increase that healing amount, I think is perfect. Now, obviously, Hyun Cha is not built for damage. Ayane or even Sanada is gonna beat him by a mile on that. But, and when I think Defender, I don't really think of them as DPS or damage dealers in the first place. And so for a Defender to have the ability to kind of support the team with heals, and as well as having the ability to boost the damage of the other allies within the party, is especially great because, as we mentioned, Galatea is kind of lacking on the DPS front anyway right now. When you're thinking like a whole Galatea setup, I actually think Hyun Cha will work really well, even as a dual defender with Ayane, where she provides the barrier, he provides the heals, while also kind of boosting her damage, as well as work with some of the other heroes within the Galatea team that does, Ignite and Frost damage as well. On the front, I think he's really a good all-rounder. I mean, he's not going to be like the end-all figurine from what I figure, but him being like a collab figurine, I do think that you should at least get a copy of him or at least get him to some kind of pink status so that later on in the gaming content where you have to kind of use Galatea figurines, I really do think that he's going to be an essential part of that team. And you don't want to be necessarily wasting any stickers on it moving forward. And this could be just me, but I would rather be spending the diamonds on him now instead of possibly using stickers on him later on because, it could get quite expensive for those stickers. Yeah, as you know. Also, from what I read, he has a pretty cool adornment. I don't think it's released on the global server yet, so that's also something to look forward to enhance his skills to support the team. So that's my thoughts on Hyun Cha. I really do think that you should pull for him to at least have a decent copy of him for, even if not now, for later gaming content, especially with Galatea heroes. Are you going to be pulling for Hyun Cha? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like random gaming content, especially on mobile gacha games, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. I post every Wednesday and weekends. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe and take care.